Geoff, Alan Schneider's not here.
Yeah, all I heard was he was having a quote unquote handyman coming over tonight, so I wasn't going to ask any questions.
You're listening to the Auxiliary Gate Podcast, Kentucky's weekly horse racing discussion. And now, here are your hosts, Alan Schneider, the bearded handicapper, Geoff Riggs, Miss Louisiana, Jenny Doyle, and me, C.C. Broaddus. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auxiliary Gate number 234. This is our special Valentine's Day week edition of the Auxiliary Gate. I'm C.C. Broaddus. Let's introduce our cast of characters. On today's show, Alan Schneider will discuss some of his favorite places to shop for lingerie.
I don't know if we'll go that far, but ironically, my wife's birthday is Valentine's Day, so it's always a big deal around here and stuff. So we do have plans.
I think you've got a birthday around the corner too.
Yeah, we're born 8 days apart, but hers
Yeah.
is hers is far more the economically expensive one.
Geoff Riggs will talk about unwanted hair removal.
There you go. We're definitely not removing the beard hair, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, I know you're excited about this. I know you're a romantic at heart, CC, so this is probably one of your favorite episodes of the year, right?
It's absolutely, I mark it on the calendar. In fact, and later in the show, we'll tell you how you, the listener at home, can win a date with Jenny Doyle.
Really?
I didn't sign up for this.
Oh, yes, oh, yes you did.
Listen, you can choose like five and then I'll pick the one. I'm not trusting y'all to pick
That's all right.
anyone for me.
That's all
We
right.
should do like a dating show, maybe. How about that?
That would
We
be
get a
maybe
competition.
fun.
Yeah,
I
that
think
actually.
that would be a lot of fun. I think if we could find three bachelors that we could do a dating game style show.
Hmm.
But the catch is we get to pick the winner, not Jenny, and then we have to go on the date.
Oh
Yes,
God.
you're my chaperones.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, I
yes,
agree.
That
yeah.
sounds like
All
a
right.
big.
Before
Yeah.
we get into the show, any thoughts on last night's Super Bowl? And tonight, I didn't mention the date. Tonight's February 9th, 2026. One day after Super Bowl 60, the Seahawks crushed the Patriots. Any thoughts?
Uh, I think we're talking briefly off air. Outside of the hubbub about the halftime show, there were really it was a night, a Super Bowl night, without a whole lot of highlights, a lot of high points. Is that fair to say? I mean, I thought Seattle would win the game easily. They did, but it was more of a pedestrian type offensive effort. So a lot of people were kind of quote unquote bored. But Seattle dominated. But yeah, I thought overall between the musical acts and the game itself, there was, unless you're a diehard Seahawks fan, I don't think there was a lot of valleys. Just kind of a dull thing overall.
I completely agree. I thought it was one of the more boring Super Bowls in recent memory. Honestly, I'd say the most exciting part for me was the cheeseburger and tater tots I had from Drake's that while I was watching the game. It's fantastic. Shout out to Drake's. But yeah, I was all about the Travion Henderson overs, and he did go over on his rushing, receiving, and rushing plus receiving yards. So successful Super Bowl.
No, congratulations there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was really convicted on this Super Bowl. I one of those rare opportunities for me, and I blew it. I thought Seattle was just an overwhelming favorite, and I
Yeah.
didn't do anything about it. I bet 25 to win on them, and I doubled my money basically, and that's about it. So it was uh it was a missed opportunity, I guess. Real quick, I want to talk about one of these commercials, the Ring video camera that you stick on your door
Yep, I
Hmm.
have one.
Yeah, I do too.
that can
Me
help you
too.
find your lost dog. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that.
Y'all go ahead because I was at a bar last night, so I couldn't hear the audio to any of the
All right,
commercials. So go ahead.
so the idea behind this camera is that if you lose your dog, you can like I guess, upload a picture of the dog to your app, your Ring app, and then doorbells all over the city you live in can
Yes.
now locate your dog, which on the
Yeah,
surface,
neighbors. You can share your ring with neighbors or something. I haven't done it
yeah,
and I'm not doing it.
I don't know
Huh.
how I feel about that. I would, yeah, the tweet or post on X that I saw was the scene in the Batman movie where they use sonar to find the
Yeah,
Joker.
yeah. When Morgan Freeman quits because this is like this is not what I built this machine for.
Right.
That thing. Yeah, yeah,
This is exactly what that is. So
yeah.
I'm not
Hmm.
cool with that. I mean,
I
I'm
mean, it's
I'm all
happening anyway, CC. They're
yeah,
watching us all the time.
yeah. I'm all for finding the lost pets though, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It is, it would be interesting. Do you know if you have to opt in to participate in like the quote unquote helping part? Like I know you have to opt in to upload in the picture or whatever, but like if your ring is going to be used as part of the search process, do you have to opt in or do they just hijack your ring?
I think the camera scans anything that it sees, so you
Hmm.
probably have to opt in, and then it alerts you if it finds a match to that dog.
That's crazy. No thanks.
Yeah,
Anyway, the future's here.
that's right.
Are Super Bowl commercials not good anymore, or have we just?
Yes.
Budweiser was the best.
I thought so
The
too. That was
Budweiser
my
one was good. I thought the Bud Light one was good too. I thought that was funny with the wedding where the the keg went rolling down the hill. Everybody went after
yeah.
it with Whitney Houston. Yeah,
I didn't even see that one. I
it's
told you
pretty
I was
funny.
half paying attention to the.
Yeah. But yeah, the Anheuser-Busch, knocked it out of the park, I guess. I think they had my two favorite commercials.
I will give a little bit of a shout out to Dunkin' Donuts, not because I thought it was a good commercial. It had potential to be a great commercial, but it had two of my favorites of all time on there, Matt LeBlanc and Ted Danson. So, yes, they were throwing the nostalgia my way, but I thought they dropped the ball on it.
I
Overall, it
thought
was
it was confusing, Alan.
confusing. Yes, I completely
Yeah,
agree. It's
I
like it
agree.
wasn't.
it had so much potential.
It had potential. It's like Matt LeBlanc wasn't Joey from Friends, but apparently Jennifer Aniston was Rachel from Friends. It's like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
It,
people were like taking
it,
each other's characters. It was all over the place.
yeah, it's like George Costanza. Jason Alexander was not George Costanza, but
Yeah.
and then Ted Danson comes up behind the ball. I was confused. I watched it there and I wanted to see it when I got home. And when I got home, yes, the nostalgia portion to me because I love Cheers and Friends
Right.
was great. But I was like, well, I could have written a better deal with that. I was like, Matt LeBlanc and Jason Alexander must have got paid a fortune. It's the only thing I can come up with.
Yeah, and they pay what, $6, $8 million for that 30-second commercial? Like, put a little more effort into it,
Wow.
you know?
It could have been good. It could have been good, but
Yeah.
I think they spent their budget on actors though.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah,
Yeah, they didn't have any budget for the writers.
And
or
by the way,
lighting.
Ted Danson looked great. I mean, he's got to be.
Yeah, you're right.
I know,
He said.
obviously, he's caked in makeup, but
He's 78. He has a podcast out that's pretty good with him and Woody Harrelson sometimes as part of Conan O'Brien's network or whatever. But Ted Danson's a really good guy. You know, but yeah, his body of work that he's done over his life is actually very impressive.
hmm. All right. That's Super Bowl 60. Hey, let's move on. It was a interesting weekend in terms of Kentucky Derby prospects. Of course, the Derby is less than 90 days away, and there were four Kentucky Derby prep races, two on Friday, two on Saturday. We're going to talk about all of them. Also, I want to talk about another maiden on the undercard of the Tampa Bay, the Sam Davis undercard at Tampa Bay Downs. But let's uh, let's go through each one of these. First, on Friday, the Southwest Stakes was won by Silent Tactic in the back early and finished strongly late. Earned an 88 buyer as a son of Tacitus, uh, a relatively young stallion owned by Judd Mott, trained by Belmont. I think he finished fourth in his Kentucky Derby. Earned 20 points toward a berth in this year's Derby for trainer Mark Cassey, jockey Christian Torres, and owner John Oxley, who also won the 2001 Kentucky Derby with Monarchos. Guys, did you have a chance to look at this year's Southwest?
You guys go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, I did. I thought it was a nice performance there from Silent Tactic, and uh, You were talking about Christian Torres being up. I loved his reaction. I feel like we don't get enough of that in racing nowadays. There's so many big purses with all these big stakes races and everything, but you could tell he was pumped across the finish line. He stood up, gave the fist pump. It was cool. It's just one of those things I love about racing. But yeah, Decode went right to the lead, and Butane was pressing him, and those two were kind of battling early on. But I thought Silent Tactic was pretty impressive running them all down. I don't think it was my, I wasn't. It wasn't the most impressive Derby prep of the weekend to me, but I did think Silent Tactic was pretty good.
I thought Torres had a lot to do with that win too, because
Hmm.
those riders were bunching up on the turn, going far too wide, and I don't say premature moves, but I thought they lost some ground, and you could tell at the back, him sitting in the back, he's like he's got this thing measured, and these guys lost a lot of ground. He kind of saved a little ground turn, and he hit the turn on the way home. He kicked out about 8 wide because at that point he was full of horse, and it was over at that point.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
he started
Mhm.
out pretty well, pretty good effort.
I will say Liberty National for Kenny McPeak had a little bit of a sneaky trouble trip in there. Going back and watching the replay, had seemed to have some run, had a little bit of traffic issues. So that's one that didn't hit the board that I'm not totally giving up on yet.
You're saying that because you have a Derby future bet on him, though, right? You're
Has
biased.
nothing to do with it.
You're
Totally
biased.
unrelated, CC.
Uh, that horse has some upside. He's only run 4 times, so obviously he can move forward. Another horse in there I thought ran well. Soldier and Diplomat ran second. He was 3 wide throughout, and hung on in a photo to nab second. It might be a horse to watch. In a race like the Rebel, Virginia Derby, something like that. Horse that can get out on the lead. I don't think he can go much further than that. I think it's Cyrus. Was it Army Mule? But he's got the potential too. Relatively lightly raced. I think
Yeah, I thought he ran well in there.
Decode, we don't want anything to do with him going
I
forward.
don't.
Won 2 turns. Obviously has a chance to be a really good sprinter.
Hmm.
Butane, same way.
Same deal for me. Yep.
Had a tracking trip off a soft pace and didn't fire. So yeah, that's my view of the Southwest Stakes. Also, that same day was the Wither Stakes. We won't talk very long about this race at all, but Talk to Me, Jimmy, son of Modernist for Rudy Rodriguez, won by over 11 lengths, earned an 83 buyer for his trouble. Of the 4 prep races over the weekend, I think this one ranks last.
Yeah, I got nothing for you. I hope Alan or Jenny you do because I really don't have any interest in this race whatsoever. Easy wire to wire win, slow time. Yeah, that's all I got.
I
Yeah.
thought I thought the jock, who's the jock on the winner? I'm drawing a blank, but I thought he won the race at the beginning of the
Perry,
race. But who was it?
Perry Ute.
No, it wasn't Perry. It's I know who it is. I'm drawing a blank, but I thought he won the race right out of the gate by pressing the favorite, and the favorite kind of relented and kind of took back and let him have it. It's a pretty aggressive ride. Ruben Silvera,
That's right.
pretty aggressive ride earlier, and the favorite took back. That was the race, and when it was time, and then he punched the gas once the favorite did that, and I thought that was the difference in the race, and he drew off. So, I thought it was a very good ride by the Ruben Silvera.
All right, let's turn the page. Now we're going to talk about on Saturday the Sam Davis Stakes. I think the water's got a little deeper here. Maybe 2 prospects to watch. Renegade earned a 92 buyer, winning the Sam Davis from off the pace for Todd Pletcher and Mike Rapoli. This is a son of Into Mischief out of Spices Nice, graded stakes winning router that I think Pletcher trained that one as well, if I'm memory serves me correctly. But yeah, Renegade, not maybe not the toughest field in the world, but the way he closed, I, I think this horse wouldn't mind go further.
Let's hear
Yep.
Jenny's
Yeah.
thoughts.
He finished pretty strong. I just watched the replay. I didn't watch it live. Um, but I was impressed by him.
He strode out real well late, and there was some horses that wasn't a bad Derby prep. Sam F. Davis had some potential horses in there. Couple thoughts. Number one, Renegade is the name of a Styx song, which I don't really care much for Styx, but
What?
from an ironic standpoint, I'm
Mm.
going to go see them in Destin in October because they're playing on the beach with 38 Special, Tesla, yada yada yada. So I got a
Oh,
little bit of, so I'm kind of pulling for him a little bit. I thought he did finish well, all that other nonsense beside. And I know a horse Geoff is very interested in. I'm sure CC is too. That was in that race. O'Selly has flashed a lot of talent and made a bit of a middle move in the race. And my thought there is just going forward, that horse has got to back up to 7 furlongs. If that horse goes back to 7 furlongs where he needs to be at, I'm sure they're trying to test the Derby waters. O'Selly is going to be a nice horse, but I think they're trying 2 turns. It's for Whit Beckman.
Yep, yep. I think they like that horse too. He took a lot of money early as well. It
Yeah.
was 3-2 early on in the betting. It did end up floating up, but I agree with you. Thought I think that horse has talent. I think just doesn't want to go that long. But when you have that kind of prospect, you kind of have to try it. I did think Renegade was pretty awesome. Did you say 92 buyer CC that Renegade got?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. But I thought, visually, I was even more impressed at just that powerful stride going away at the end. That derby stride, I like to say that I like to look for in these preps to those horses that look like they can get the mile and a quarter, and I think Renegade's one of those.
Now, this question is if he can do it fast enough. I mean, that's
Yeah,
two
yeah,
9 furlong. Well, no, excuse me. The Remsen in early December at Aqueduct was 9 furlongs. He finished second there behind a horse that's going to be a heavy favorite at Fairgrounds this weekend. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, Renegade's going to. He has got a shot to be a really nice horse down the line. It appears. Also on that card's emerging market for Chad Brown and Claravich stable earned a 96 buyer, winning a maiden race. First time starter, beat another highly touted first time starter in Power Shift for the connections that own Renegade, Rapoli and Pletcher. So emerging market, a horse to watch. Got a rail skimming trip along with Power Shift. No trouble. They collided a little bit, I think, at the eighth pole, 3/16 pole. But this race came back faster than the Sam Davis. So emerging market, a son of Candy Ride, Power Shift, a son of Constitution. Looking forward to seeing where they show up next. They're in that little tricky part of the calendar. Do you go with one prep or you go with two preps? Two preps might be too many. One prep might not be enough. So interesting to see what they do going forward.
Should
And then,
mention Whit Beckman's turf horse that day too, Coco Motion.
oh my gosh, that horse
Yeah.
just, yeah,
yeah.
it was
Very, very
unbelievable.
impressive.
Yeah,
First time
yeah,
star on the turf.
yeah, yeah. And all the way across the country to Santa Anita, the Bob Lewis Stakes. And if you listened to our pod a few weeks ago, you heard our guest Umberto Lopez talk about Plutarch. He actually,
Gomez.
did I say, what did I say? Lopez?
Yeah.
Gomez. Uh, Umberto Gomez touted Plutarch to us, and he won the Bob Lewis, earned a 90 buyer speed figure for Bob Baffert and the Coolmore gang. Again, another son of Into Mischief out of Grade 1 winner, Stellar Wind. Very interesting candidate. If you like horses that have a little foundation, those horses run 5 times at 2, 1 time at 3. I'm going to guess we'll see him probably in the Santa Anita Derby next. And he could be a very interesting contender in this year's Derby. That field was pretty tough. I thought there's some horses in behind that might be okay too.
I thought that he appears to be a mature 3-year-old. He knows his job. He definitely wasn't going to back down or lose that race to Intrepido. I think they're both strong contenders.
Yeah, I totally agree. I thought the top two both ran well. I was impressed with how Plutarch was able to just deny Intrepido. Those two kind of battled the whole way around the track in their own race there. But I thought that was a good professional victory, as you said. He seems to be a mature 3-year-old, and a lot of times that matters. Coming first Saturday in May.
Hmm.
Secured Freedom is the other horse I thought might have a future. Finished third. Didn't really get going till late. Now it may be a product of tiring horses, but that's Tim Yaktine. I think the pedigree. I don't have it in front of me, but I think the pedigree might be a little soft for more distance. But regardless, he was finishing strong, so I think he's worth a look. Whatever they decide to do with him. So Great weekend there. I thought rank these preps 1 through 4. I'm going to rank the Withers for you all. That was the fourth best. Uh,
Agree.
but rank these preps. Which horses do you like the most going forward?
Renegade.
Definitely Plutarch.
I like Renegade.
Yeah, those two are real close for 1 and 2 for me. Southwest third, Withers fourth. I think I'm gonna slightly lean Renegade just because of that late stride that he had. I was in love with, but I was really impressed with Plutarch as well.
Yeah, it's almost 1 and 1A with those two,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
and then a larger gap back to Silent Tactic.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I think the picture got a little clearer, I think, over the weekend. So looking forward to some of these coming back, and yeah, and we got some more preps coming up next weekend. But now let's get to the Valentine's Day edition of the
Oh,
show.
jeez.
There we go. This is what the people are
So
waiting for.
I posed the question to all of you. So we're all we're not different generations per se. Jeff is what are you, Generation Y?
I'm a millennial.
Millennial? You're a
Jeez.
millennial?
Yeah,
God bless.
What are we? We're Generation X.
Gen X.
I think so. Yeah.
Boomers. We
Jenny's a Phil.
boomers. Yeah.
Jenny's a Philly. I'm a gelding.
Put out to pasture.
Alan's a ex-stallion.
Sway
No,
back.
I'm a mare.
You're
She,
well,
I'm a
America.
mare.
Well, yes and no. I mean, if America. Well, let's not go there. I posed the question. I want you all to come up with a list of your favorite love songs. We're going to see how close we can get. I don't know, not your favorite love songs, but the best love songs ever made or written. And then I ask you to come up with some value plays, maybe some long shots that you can box underneath, maybe, or some
okay.
upsets.
Hmm.
So we're gonna go around the table, and then I'm gonna give you the right answers. Then I'm interested to hear if you all match with the right answers.
Okay. Fair
Alan,
enough.
we're gonna go with you first. Let's just get your top picks first.
Top picks. Okay. I've got about 15 at least. I could have went 200, because I'm more of a music guy and stuff. But so I've got some dark horses
Let's
on here,
let's
but
let's let's narrow the top down to like three to five.
fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
In that top five portion, we'll take Purple Rain,
Oh wow.
Against All Odds by Phil Collins.
Oh, kinky.
Um, The Deeper the Love by the Bee Gees. Love Song by Tesla. And I mean, how about, boy, there's some tough ones I got to leave out. Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that would be on somebody's list. Yeah.
I've got some
Hmm.
long shots in there too. Can
Yeah.
I go ahead and throw one quick one? The Most Beautiful Girl in the World by Charlie Rich. That's on the outside looking in. Go ahead.
Oh wow. Okay. See,
1974.
I thought those were kind of out of the box though. A lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I can go way out the
See,
box.
Purple Rain wouldn't have been on my list. I wouldn't have thought of that initially, but I get it. All right, Jeff, let's go to you.
All right. So I will always love you, Whitney Houston, obviously.
All right. That's
And I think Marvin Gaye's got quite a few major contenders, honestly, but I narrowed it down to Ain't No Mountain High Enough and How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. Love both of those
I think
songs.
you could throw Sexual Healing in there too.
Definitely
Yeah.
you could. Yep, you
Yeah,
definitely could
that's
put
like
that on the list.
that stable there. That's circa Shug McGahee, 1989, 1990. It's like it's just every horse in the stable's got a shot. They're just you're beating the hell out of everybody. So that's yeah,
Yep, yep, absolutely. You
good.
could keep
That's
going
good.
with him. And then I did also have Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis on my list as well.
All right,
For
I
the
like that.
best love songs. I got some value plays too, but I'll wait on those.
I like the slip of the tongue there. You wouldn't say Ellis Park. You said
Hmm.
Elvis Presley.
Shows where my heart lies, TC.
All right, Jenny.
All right. So I have Cool in the Gang, Cherish,
Good one.
Nice.
Chris Isaac, Wicked Game,
Hmm.
Ooh.
Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You,
Oh, sign.
Extreme, More Than Words,
Whoa, my buddy loves Extreme.
Savage Garden, Truly Madly
Nice. I
Deeply,
love that one.
Oh, God, I hate
Wait a
that
minute.
song. I
Wait a
absolutely
minute.
hate that song.
Look at those two
and
different reactions right there.
God, I hate that
and
song.
the last one, Christopher Cross, Lady in Red.
That is Krista Berg.
Chris, what? Krista Berg?
Krista
That
Berg.
Christopher Berg?
Yeah,
Still
that's
a
right.
great choice. Great choice.
Hold on.
Okay.
Can you repeat that? I got distracted.
Lady in
Repeat.
Red.
No, repeat the whole thing. I'm sorry.
I had to repeat the whole thing.
Yeah, I want to react. I didn't get to react. I was
Oh my
watching something.
gosh. Cool in the Gang. Cherish.
Jenny, you're not paid by the word.
Chris Isaac, Wicked Game. Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. Extreme, More Than Words. Savage Garden, Truly, Madly, Deeply.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I
God, I
like
hate that
more
song.
than words is
I
dumb.
support you on that one, Jenny. Don't let them talk you off of it.
No,
And
no.
you said Krista Berg, is that what you said?
Yes, it's Krista Berg.
Alan?
Yes.
Okay. Lady in Red.
I don't
Jeez.
like that one. I don't. I think that's generic.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like that. Now, when you said Chris Isaac, what was the Chris Isaac song?
Wicked Game.
The Game. Yeah, that makes me wet. But the others, not so much.
Your turn.
I just went general. I said, Unchained Melody's got to be number one of all time.
It's a really good one.
Good one.
Yeah, that's my go-to when I want to, when I want to make love. Uh,
I'm
my
sure he
heart.
appreciates it. Go ahead. That was
My
uncalled
heart.
for.
I can't believe nobody said "My Heart Will Go On" from Celine Dion.
Yeah.
I would
Really?
have, but Rose from Titanic is a pure bitch. So
Exactly.
that taints
Titanic
that
has
song.
hijacked that show. Yeah, that
Yeah.
song. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Nothing against Celine, but
Mhm.
Rose is an absolute bitch in Titanic. Go
Yeah, my
ahead.
my
I
starting.
I did love the edit that you made though of Tony's race call of "Surviving on a Prayer" winning with that song. I mean,
Yes.
that was
Oh,
pretty elite. So I got to
yeah.
give you a shout out for that.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Uh, my starting power forward would be Roberta Flack. The first time ever I saw your face.
Good one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, panty dropper, man.
Jeez.
Yeah. And of course, yeah, Elvis. Can't help falling in love. That's the four I came up with. So, but those are in general. I thought they would be on everybody's list. To be honest, I thought Unchained Melody would be a 3 out of 4 Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer. Turned out it was a 1 out of 4. So let, let's go to value plays. Alan, let's go to your long shots.
I could go. I've got a million of them. How about "The Deeper the Love" by White Snake? How about "Suddenly" by Billy Ocean? "Perfect" by Ed Sheeran? "I Remember You" by Skid Row? And "How Do I Live Without You" by Trisha Yearwood, which we played at our wedding almost 30 years ago. Is that too many long shots?
Ed Sheeran. So this is my sign of age. Where I kind of get out of music. I don't know anything about Ed Sheeran. That's embarrassing to say, but I don't know anything about him. So I recuse myself from discussion.
Well, I
That,
was gonna go the opposite direction. I was gonna say I don't think that's a long shot. I would think that "Perfect" by
yeah.
Ed Sheeran would be in the first category. So,
The fact that I actually come up with a song from the 21st century is amazing. So that makes it a long shot to my old ass.
All right, Riggs.
all right. Couple country songs. I wouldn't consider myself a country music fan, but there are some good love country songs out there. I really like "This Is It" by Scotty McCreery. Anybody heard of that one?
Maybe
Nope.
back in the day. I know he won American Idol or something,
He
right?
did. Yep, yep. That's a good one. "Forever After All" by Luke Combs.
I
Really
don't
like
know.
as well.
I don't know that one. Go ahead.
Pretty solid. Those are both kind of, I guess, more recent-ish. And then my real long shot R&B song "Cheers to You" by Playa. Anybody ever heard of them?
No, I don't know that one
Boy.
either.
So that one hit the top 10 on the R&B charts in 1998. A lot of non-R&B fans probably don't know it, but they're a group here from Louisville. My friend Jawan, aka Smokey, is one of the members, along with Digital Black and Static Major. Static Major is the guy who a lot of people know. He's a well-known producer, produced for a lot of mainstream artists and stuff, but passed away sadly. But Smoke and Black are both members of Drew Hill now. So any R&B fans out there, check out Play It, check out Drew Hill.
Boy, the age gap had really come through there. I don't know most of those.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Okay. Uh,
1998's not too old for you, CC, or too recent for you.
yeah. Okay. All right, Jenny.
All right. Boys to Men.
Hey, hey, Jenny. At least,
Yeah.
hey, let's take some to this with some enthusiasm.
Totally. Boys to Men, I'll Make Love to You.
Nice
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Air Su-
I've used that one before.
Air Supply, All Out of Love.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
And Billy Joel, She's All a Woman, right?
Good one.
Always
That's
a
a
woman.
Air Sup-
Wait a minute. Is that the one? She's always a woman to me.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know that one. Okay.
Air
All right.
Supply is still kicking it, touring it, and they look rough, but they are still kicking it right now. So
They
that
got to be up there, man. They were early '80s, right?
oh yeah, they were
Yeah.
Yeah.
gigantic in like 80, 81, 82. But yeah, they're still touring in that. The shorter one, Graham, I think is his name, the dark haired one. He looks like he's a sight to behold at his age. But
All right. Let's finish it out here. I've got some runners late that might pick up the pieces. If they go too fast, too early. I don't know much, but I know I love you.
thank you,
CC Broaddus and Alan Schneider.
thank you very much. It's very.
No, Aaron Neville and Linda Ronstadt, who we've talked about before on the show. If you don't remember, I did a deep dive on Linda Ronstadt once.
She was fine back in the 70s. She was banging the governor of California, Jerry Brown, back in the day.
What?
Yeah, I think yeah, that was a big
Really?
deal. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm pretty
wow.
sure. Look that up. If not, I'm getting sued by Linda Ronstadt.
I was going to say Arnold Schwarzenegger, maybe.
Allegedly, just say allegedly, Alan.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
yeah, she was an item back in the mid 70s.
You didn't have to be so nice. Amy Grant and Kevin Costner. Now, I don't
Wow,
give a damn about Kevin Costner, but this song was from the movie The Postman, which I thought was an underrated movie.
Civil War movie, something like
No,
that.
it's a post-apocalypse U.S., kind of on the West Coast, where I don't know, something they nuked themselves or something like that. The movie wasn't terrible, but it really got panned by critics. I love Amy Grant.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's not bad. It's kind of weird. It's kind of hokey, but it's not bad.
Hmm.
It's all Kevin Costner's friends are in it. I can't think of it. Will Patton and some of those other guys. But anyway, yeah, Amy Grant, her voice kind of wraps around you like a warm blanket.
She's a great singer.
Oh my gosh, I love her. But so yeah, I love So Beautiful, Roy Orbison from Indecent Proposal, a great movie, another great movie.
One of the greatest vocalists ever lived.
Jeff, would you allow your girlfriend to sleep with Robert Redford for $1 million?
No.
Would you sleep with Robert? Okay. Uh, I think this is fitting. Here without
They'll
you.
know. They're all no, CC.
Hey, you stepped on a moment. Here without you. Three Doors Down. Rest in peace, Brad Arnold.
True, true,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, great, great song. I saw them in concert about 500 years ago at yeah, at the first Olympics. Uh, he stopped loving her today. George Jones.
A great. I can't believe I forgot that one. That's one of the most haunting, amazing country songs of all time.
Stand by your man, Tammy Wynette.
Okay.
Same.
What did were they an item? George Jones and Tammy Wynette.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
they
what I
were.
thought. I thought so. I couldn't.
There was a six-part miniseries on HBO a couple of years ago starring what's the redheaded chick's name? I always have a hard time remembering her name. And Michael Shannon was George
Rosie
Jones,
Rosie Napravnik.
not Rosie Napravnik. Chastain, what's her name? Chastain.
Jessica Chastain.
Jessica. She was very good as
Oh,
Tammy
okay.
Wynette. And oh, those two were that was that was fire and ice right there and stuff. Because George liked to drink. George is one of the most famous drunks of all time, and all those stories you heard about him as a drunk were true. All the driving the tractor, driving the lawnmower to go get beer because he didn't have his car keys down the interstate. All that stuff's true.
That's
So
like that's the day in the life of somebody living in Bloomfield here.
yeah, so look it up. So it's a six. I can't remember. I guess I think it was just called George and Tammy, HBO from a couple of years ago. Actually, very very good miniseries.
George No Show Jones.
Yes.
'Cause I think he missed a lot of concerts, didn't he?
Oh
Missed a lot of
God, yeah,
dates.
yeah.
Yeah.
He fucked things up pretty good over the. He was a major star, but Lord have mercy, he was a drunk.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was productive. Hope somebody listening maybe looks into some of these songs. Maybe you can come up with a new repertoire to impress your Valentine. I got one bonus question for the group. Uh, let's say you're going on a first date and you're excited, but you're on a budget. What is the cheapest restaurant you can get away with on a first date?
Absolutely. Texas Roadhouse. Texas
Good
Roadhouse
one.
rocks. Jenny, maybe you're a better one to answer this or whatever.
Um, Longhorn Steakhouse is pretty good,
Great
Mm,
but
too.
you can also do Little Caesars.
that's
What?
if you just want to
Little
get straight to
Caesars.
That's
business,
yeah,
yeah.
that's more a Netflix and chill kind of thing.
Hey, people still do it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. You didn't really specify, CC. If you had it, are we talking sit down restaurant?
no, sit down. No, we're not picking up and going to somebody's
Okay.
house. That's kind of trashy. I'm talking about I'm picking you up.
It's
Now,
not trashy.
that is trashy.
No.
You don't do a first date at your own house. This
Stooges,
Well,
Stooges
technically
Bar.
you shouldn't, but some
I've
people
got
try.
I've got morals.
That's good. Good to know.
I've got morals, beard. This is not
hmm
acceptable. Listen, we practice class at the Auxiliary Gate Studios.
Now that Jenny's on the show, we absolutely do.
We
Stooges
always
Bar.
did.
Got to
Stooges
keep
Bar
y'all
and
in
Grill worked
line.
for me back in the day before I was married. Stooges Bar and Grill, they had 10-cent wings, dollar beer and stuff. So if I can
Mhm.
go back circa 30 years, that worked. Of course, they may shut down now because of the plane crash at
No,
UPS. But yeah,
I
Stooges
think
Bar,
I think they're done, aren't they? I don't think they can
maybe.
reopen. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my
You would
God,
take someone there for a first date?
I've done it several times back in the day and stuff. Everybody at UPS
Talk
and
about
Ford did.
trashy.
Well, do what you
Yeah.
got to do. $10 for $10 back in the late '90s. You could do some damage for $10.
All right. Back to you, Jenny.
I think
Best.
Longhorn Steakhouse,
No,
truthfully.
wait.
I love
Parmesan
Longhorn.
crusted chicken at Longhorn Steakhouse is elite.
Have you ever had their filet?
Oh yes, I have. Flo's filet
Like,
also very good.
yeah, and you get two sides. It's freaking
hmm
amazing.
hmm
Found
Very
the
reasonable.
All
found the
right.
key to her heart.
Listen, if it's a big deal. All right, wait, Jenny. All right. Let me ask you this. Best first date restaurant, worst first date restaurant.
That I've been on, or like,
Yes. Yes. Not the person. It doesn't have anything to do with the person. That's for another show.
oh, um, what is that freaking little cafe that's over here in J Town? Mm,
Moby Dick.
no, the one on Watterson across from El Nepal.
Oh,
On water.
not
Yeah,
Gaslight Cafe.
Gaslight Diner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gaslight Diner.
that would be the worst.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess they're not going to be a sponsor.
I mean, ew. Um, and best. Jeez. I don't know. It's been so friggin' long. I have no idea. I
The
suck.
best. Hey, one of the best for me. I took a girl to what's the place where Patino did his thing?
Bravo Pacini,
No. Porcini. Porcini.
Pacini's, yeah, Pacini's,
Yeah.
yeah.
By the way, Porcini, the guy that I forgot his name, but the guy, he's a great guy. Like great guy. He didn't deserve all the negative press that came his way. But I think he's doing all right, so I don't feel too sorry for him. I took a girl to Porcini. She opened up the menu and was like, "Ugh, I would never eat here. This place is too expensive." Son of a bitch.
So y'all
Wow.
picked
Okay.
up Little Caesars on the way home?
It did not go well. Did not go well after that. I'll just put it that way.
You can get no heart-shaped pizza.
Yeah.
It's like, what was I thinking?
I'm still waiting for someone to take me to Jeff Ruby's. I've never been there.
Oh, Jeff Ruby's is fantastic. Oh
Jeff
yeah.
Jeff Ruby's is overpriced, but it's
It,
good.
No,
Well,
we
so
need
when
to
we do our
get
little
Jeff.
episode, the date
Yes,
episode thing, that's where they have to take me.
there you go.
exactly. We can
There,
get Jeff to sponsor the episode, host the
Yeah.
date with the winner.
Yes, that
Jeff
would be
Ruby
awesome.
steaks. You'll
Yeah,
like that. Jeff Ruby rocks.
it's too expensive. It's just too. It's great. Is a good of of experience you'll ever have.
You get outstanding service there, though, CC. My
Yes.
buddy Matt Hargett is a server at Jeff Ruby's, and he is the best server in Kentucky. I'll go ahead
So
and say
then
that. How
he
about
can
that?
serve my table, right?
Yes, there you go.
Perfect.
But I want Jeff Ruby's on a Jeff Riggs budget.
There you go.
My sister and her husband went just this past weekend, 3 or 4 days ago, and it was crazy expensive. They still haven't told me how much it is, but I know I've been there before and stuff, so that's good. Ruth's Chris is good. Steak and Bourbon's good. I haven't been to as many as Mr. Jaggers has, Brandon Jaggers, who pretty much runs downtown Louisville. But yeah, I'd give Jeff Ruby's a nod over the other ones.
All right. No guest this week. So we'll cut this thing off short this week. This weekend, more Derby preps. Big card at Fairgrounds, the Risen Star Stakes, featuring Paladin, who we mentioned earlier, won
Yep.
the Remsen. Probably the new winter book favorite for the Kentucky Derby now that Ted Noffey's gone to the sidelines. Paladin should be very impressive. That's a really good 12 race card. I think it's 12 on Saturday. Jeff, you had a chance to look at it by any chance?
I haven't really looked at the race, but I do think Paladin is a serious contender. I think he's a horse that can get the distance the longer they go. And what's that field look like? I haven't looked at the field, CC. Who else is in there that can kind of challenge him? But I'm sure he kind of stands out because he seems like one of the major Derby contenders to me right now.
I don't have it in front of me here, real quick.
Okay.
Paladin is basically Sierra Leone 2.0, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Yeah, yeah.
have it. We have Universe in there,
Okay.
Ken
yeah,
McPeak.
yeah.
which is Ken McPeak and 4G Racing. Um, let's
Golden
see.
Tempo won the LeCompte last time for the Phipps stable, and Sherry
Oh,
DeVoe.
I liked that race. I thought Golden Tempo was really good in the LeCompte.
Yeah. Carson Street for Brendan Walsh. And there's Paladin in post four. Chip Honcho in five. I thought that horse might be a wire threat.
I know you're a Chip Honcho fan.
Yeah, he's tough. He's tough. I don't like him going any mile and eighth. I don't know. I mean, you can
Yeah.
sometimes you get in these Derby preps, you can get out on the lead and just take them wire to wire.
Mhm.
We've seen that a lot. Like thinking of that Brad Cox horse a few years ago. He wasn't very good, but he either won the Louisiana Derby or the Risen Star wire to wire. I can't think of the horse's name, but and then Magnitude won one of these races last year, wire to
Yep.
wire, like 8,000 to one.
Yep.
Colt 47 is in here. I think that might be a maiden. Seven is Courting for Pletcher, and number eight, Quality Mischief for Brad Cox. Florence Giroux's coming back to ride. So
Isn't Colt 47 Keith Sormo? That horse
yes,
that's turned into a really nice horse. Started allowance ranks and actually is improving distance. He's
is he
not a
not a
bad little.
maiden?
No, he's won a couple times. I
He's
think he
won a
ran
couple. Okay,
second to one of the big Pletcher horses on the Lecompton card. I cannot think of who it is. The name of
Jackson
that
Hole.
horse. Yeah, I believe he ran the big second to him.
You ever been to Jackson Hole?
No, because my budget does not quite allow for
I
that.
have. Jackson Hole is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I went like 30 years ago, and I'd love to go back. I don't remember much about it, but I think it'd be fun.
yeah.
Very expensive if you're going to live there, but cool place to visit.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Also, I don't think these preps are going to make much difference on the trail, but the Sunland Derby is on Sunday, and that field didn't look very tasty at all. The winner of the Springboard Mile shows up there, but I didn't care much for him. And the Saudi Derby, I believe, is on Saturday. Figured that race will produce something. You know, the Japanese usually dominate that race, so at the least it'll be fun to watch, I guess.
Yeah, you're starting to kind of get into international racing a little bit, aren't you, CC?
I kind of like it, you know. I
Yeah.
like Jap. I would enjoy Japanese racing a whole lot better if they would just produce some type of better past performances for us. Just
Yeah.
it's it's not it's they need a DRF formulator for Japanese racing. I think that would be make it a whole lot more enjoyable. But
Mhm.
because you see a lot of American pedigrees over there, you know they've been
Right. Yeah.
buying the hell out of the horses here. You see a lot of stallions go over there. So yeah. That's it. Anything else?
That's it for me.
All
All
good
right.
here.
Very good.
All right. Thank you all for joining. We'll end it right here on behalf of Alan Schneider, Geoff Riggs, Jenny Doyle. I'm CC Broaddus, reminding you the gambling money ain't got no home. Good night.